So today I have 5 games that I think a lot of people should have on their radar that are coming out within the next year or so. And I've actually got one game for each console. I've got one for Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 5, Xbox, PC, and even VR. So let's get straight into the video. So I'm going to start this video with Assassin's Creed Shadows. So Assassin's Creed Shadows is set in feudal Japan, and I honestly haven't played a ton of Assassin's Creeds. The most recent one I've played is Assassin's Creed Nexus, which is the VR Assassin's Creed, which was a pretty fantastic game in my opinion, but Shadows looks very intriguing. The graphics looks insane, and feudal Japan is usually, it's a pretty good environment to base your game on. For those that don't know, you run around and hide in bushes and stuff and assassinate people. It's a game about stealth, but you can brute force your way through a lot of fights. From the trailer, it seems like you might just play as 2 characters, a man and a woman. The woman seems to be doing more stealthy things, while the man faces enemies head on. It features what they claim as a more compact open world, which I think can be good because, it might give you more purpose to what you're doing in the map instead of aimlessly wandering around a massive map. The game is set to release on November 12th, 2024 for Xbox, PS5, and PC. Next on this list, I actually have a Nintendo game. So I've got The Legend of Link Echoes of Wisdom. But nah, I'm just kidding. It's called The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, but I've seen a ton of people say that Nintendo missed their chance to call the game, The Legend of Link. In this game, you play as Zelda, not Link, and you're trying to save Hyrule and Link, who got captured, trying to save Zelda. It seems to be the same art style as Link's Awakening, the remastered version. And the part that interested me about this game was the mechanic where you can copy and recreate what seems like nearly every item in this game. So it seems like this game will have a ton of creativity. This definitely seems like it will be a more chill and fun and creative type of game with a lot of charm. I think this one is more low-key, but seems interesting at least. The game is set to release on September 26, 2024 as a Nintendo exclusive. Next on the list is Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Now, I know a lot of the Call of Duties tend to be controversial, but I actually haven't played a Call of Duty in a couple of years. I usually play Call of Duty for their zombies mode, and it seems like this game is going back to round-based zombies, and they are launching the game with 2 zombie maps. I'm pretty sure this is pretty standard for Call of Duty. I feel like the big change with multiplayer will be the movement. They're adding what they call omnidirectional movement, and basically you're able to freely move your body in all types of different directions, which a lot of people are saying is going to add a lot of skill to the game. And speaking of skill, people are assuming that this game will have skill-based matchmaking, and I believe it will have prestiges that give valuable rewards. I've never been big on Call of Duty campaigns, although I might try it for this one if I get the game, but this game does seem to have a good atmosphere and era for the campaign. I think this one could be a potentially fun shooter, but of course it is Call of Duty. If this gets decent reviews, I might jump into it and scratch that shooter itch. The game is set to come out on October 25th, 2024. Next up on this list we have Fable. And I believe Fable is a really old game. Like, I remember hearing about this game when I was a kid. So, I mean, it seems the game has come out in 2004. So you would just have to be ancient to have played this game. But anyways, it seems to be a fantasy role-playing game, swords, magic, all that. The trailer seemed to paint this game in a bit of a comical light and is quite a bit fairy tale-like as well. It seems to me this might be like a light-hearted Skyrim. This game will come out sometimes in 2025 on Xbox and PC. Rare Xbox W. The first game in this series actually came out on February 14th, 1999, and Silent Hill 2 came out September 25th, 2001. They are remastering the second one. A lot of people claim that this is one of the best old school horror games out there, and I hear it's from the ambience and the psychological thriller stuff. The trailer looks fantastic. I didn't play the original version, but I always heard such high praise, and I think the remake looks great. The graphics look really good, and I'm really curious to see what kind of monster designs they have. It seems to be a third-person shooter, and it really looks reminiscent of a Resident Evil game. It seems you can whack people with different items like a pole and stuff. This is near the top of my list of games that I'm looking forward to. Seriously, this one looks fantastic. The game is coming out on October 8th, 2024 as a PS5 exclusive, just in time for Halloween, so that should be a fun month. So we do indeed have a bonus game for this list. Can you guess which platform it will be? Virtual reality. Behemoth is made by the same company that made The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, which is very highly praised. It seems Behemoth will have a lot better graphics and a really good combat system. You go through the lands with the objective of taking down large beasts, kind of similar to Shadow of Behemoth, I think. It looks stunning and the combat looks good. It's backed by a reputable company. This is one that I've had my eye on. Seriously, we need more quality VR games and not just tech demos. It's set to release fall 2024 on Quest 2, Quest 3, Steam, and PSVR 2. These are the games that I think are worth looking out for this year, and I guess Fable will come out next year. If you guys have any game suggestions or any cool games on your radar, you can always drop a comment on what you think is coming out that's hype. You know, I'd be interested to see. It would seem a lot of these games are coming out around the fall season, so that time of the year will be nice. Anyways, thanks for watching. Peace.